Are you following or leading?
How does this footage make you feel? How does this footage make you feel?
Hungry.
This makes you hungry. Can eat plants instead. Makes me feel sad. That's why I'm here exposing it. Yeah. How does this make you feel? Yeah, but how does this make you feel? None of my business. Do you eat animals? Do you care about animals? Do you say, but you eat them? You pay people to murder them. Would you say you're against animal abuse? Do you think it's possible to be against animal abuse whilst eating their bodies and their milk and their eggs? Wait, humane killing? How do you humanely murder someone? What does humane mean to you? Well, I'm here showing you how your food is murdered. So, what does humane mean to you? To show compassion and benevolence. I'm trying to stop animal abuse and murder, and I'm just questioning people who contribute to animal abuse and murder. So what does humane mean to you? But you said you're against animal abuse, but you're paying people to abuse and murder animals. So don't you think it's a bit hypocritical? It certainly is, because there's a Holocaust happening and you're contributing to a Holocaust. Do you think that's funny? 3 trillion individuals are brutally murdered every year for human food consumption. It's the largest Holocaust in history. Pardon? Lots of plant-based meats, other plant-based foods. But they're not sentient, are they? You think plants are sentient? They're living, but do they feel pain? Are they sentient? Do you think there's a difference between cutting a carrot and slitting a pig's throat? Do you think there's no difference between slitting a pig's throat and cutting a carrot? But do you think there's a difference between cutting a carrot and slitting a pig's throat? Or you think there's no difference? One's sentient and one's not sentient.
They all have genetics. They're all part of the organism. Okay?
But they don't have. Plants don't have a central nervous system.
Would you chop down a tree?
Plants don't. Do they have a brain?
It's all
Do plants have a brain and a central nervous system? A central nervous system is having a brain and a nervous system.
Do you know what enzymes are?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Well, enzymes are part of all living organisms that produce the proteins.
So you care more about plants than animals' lives.
Okay? And I care about
So more plants are actually killed because you're consuming animals. So if you care so much about plants, you would be vegan.
cut down trees and plants that provide oxygen to Earth to stop greenhouse gases.
Did you know that animal agriculture is the leading cause of deforestation? So you claim to be against animal abuse and you claim to be against the destruction of the planet, then you're paying people to do that. What would you want people to do if you were in their position? Take a look at these animals. What would you want humans to do?
Hold on. If you care about humans, you would leave us perspective right now and ask us so we can enjoy the VR.
I'm trying to stop animal abuse and murder.
Someone else away from us.
No, but you're contributing to abuse. You're contributing to animal abuse and murder.
If we're just sitting here
You just told me that you eat animals, and you proudly told me that you eat animals. Yeah, so I'm here to say that you don't have the right to take someone else's life. It's not about supporting. Yeah, you pay people to slit someone's throat every time you consume animal products. You're literally eating someone's body. I have every right to be here. You can ignore me if you want, and you can ignore the Holocaust you're contributing to, but I'm here to bring you what these industries... Definitely. Do you show your children where their food is coming from? Would you take them to a slaughterhouse? Really? Which type of slaughterhouse? For all animals? So you murder animals.
Millions of people with something that the body actually needs.
But we could be consuming murder-free alternatives. It's unnecessary to be consuming animals and their secretions. Do you have a problem with this? Is that the best you could come up with? Are you against animal abuse? Teletubby. Wait, you have more of an issue with a man filming in here than the animals that you are paying people to rape, abuse and murder?
I've got an issue with him filming, yeah, I do.
And you don't have an issue with you paying people to abuse and murder animals? You are taking lives of other beings. Are you against animal abuse? Are you against animal abuse? How does this footage make you feel?
You're violating your rights, so you should be asking people if you can film them. You haven't asked to film them.
Did the animal you pay someone to murder ask to be murdered?
And you shouldn't be filming them.
What about the rights of non-human animals?
Did that animal tell you you want to be murdered?
I don't have a camera in my hands. I'm here to show you the truth.
Pointing in my direction,
And it is violating your rights on that footage.
Yeah, McDonald's are filming you right now. You don't have an issue with them filming you? How's that different? How does this footage make you feel? How does this footage make you feel? I don't care if I'm filmed. Go ahead and film me. Yeah, because I'm trying to show you the animal abuse and murder. I don't care if you film me.
We're exposing a bigger crime. The suffragettes committed crimes.
I'm just standing here. You're the one that's engaging with me. If you don't want to have a conversation, you don't have to.
Okay.
you spoke to us first.
Yeah, you consented to the conversation by responding to me.
So what, I'm allowed to let you stand here and hit me if I kick you back, that's consent to fight me?
Excuse me? I'm here to tell you about animal abuse and murder.
That's consenting to
How does this footage make you feel?
I'm talking about how you're making me feel right now.
How about the animals? How do you think they feel when you pay people to murder them?
I've asked you to please respectfully.
How do you think the animals feel when you pay people to abuse and murder them? They get stabbed in the throat because of you.
Because of me.
Yes. When you eat their bodies, you've paid someone to stab them in the throat. How do you think they feel?
Those shoes, are they vegan shoes? Yes, mate.
Oh, they are.
No one died for these
You can
shoes.
Google
Can you
it.
prove that?
Dr. Martens,
Can you prove that
mate.
in your hats?
Yes, I
Nylon,
can.
is it? Nylon hats. So you buy nylon.
Are you against animal abuse?
Oh, that's what we got, mate.
Are you against animal abuse? How does this footage make you feel, boys? How does this make you feel?
Hey, don't talk to kids.
Nothing?
Leave them alone. Leave them out of this. You want to subject a 4-year-old? Don't.
You think this is funny? Someone getting stabbed in the throat? You don't care? Alright, well just watch the victims. What, to speak
I
out?
do not agree with this being posted. I hope you have that on video. I do not agree. Get my face in it too. I do not agree with this getting posted. So if this is
Go
posted on
upstairs.
social media, my voice is in the background and don't cut it out because I'm filming.
Animal abusers, total losers. Where are we going, Jack? How does this make you feel?
Gross.
Gross? Is this sad to you? Yeah, so what I'm showing here is standard legal practice in Australia inside the meat, dairy and egg industries where animals are subjected to enslavement, rape, abuse and murder. Would you say that you're against this?
I don't want them to be tortured. Like, if there was meat, I want them to live like a regular life, and then when they naturally pass away, they can then use the meat back.
But that's not what happens. They're brutally murdered. So is it safe to say you're against animal abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think it's possible to be against animal abuse but eat meat, dairy and eggs?
No.
No? But do you eat meat, dairy and eggs?
Occasionally, I don't eat a lot of meat.
Yeah, right. But just some?
Only a little bit. Like if it's on dinner, I might have it up a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, even if it's not a lot, you're still paying people to abuse and murder animals, and that's why I'm here to show you that you don't need to be doing that, and that these animals are suffering immensely and their throats are slit. They wanted to live. It's really awful, and I'm here to say that you shouldn't be contributing to it at all. You can get vegan meat. There are so many alternatives. You don't need to be doing that. And this is not only happening in the meat industry. In the dairy and egg industries, they murder the males when they're babies because they don't produce milk and eggs. And then they murder the dairy cows and the egg-laying hens when they're considered no longer profitable. So when they can
What's your opinion on cattle? What do you want to happen? From this, what do you want to happen?
I don't want them to be raped and artificially inseminated and bred into existence just
So
for
you don't
people
want them
to
be bred
exploit.
into existence, so you want them to become extinct. Because if you stop the production of the species, you kill the species.
Are lions and
I'm
other
not
wild
talking about the
animals being
killing.
produced into
Actually,
existence?
a lot of animals are becoming extinct. Yes, so do you want this breed of animal to also become
I don't
extinct?
want them to be bred into
I
existence
understand the
for
killing,
someone
that's
to eat
fine.
them.
I understand the human killing, etc., and how they're being killed. I understand that. But do you want the animal species to totally become extinct?
I don't want them
Because
to
that
be
will
bred
affect
into
the
existence to be
environment.
abused and murdered.
Okay, but you still want the animals here. So how can you
Wait,
explain to me?
I just
what-
said I don't want them to be bred into existence to be abused and murdered.
And please don't kill me right now. Can you move that camera away? I don't consent to it. No? You're not gonna. I don't consent to this. Are you gonna post this video? No. I'm asking you to point it away from me.
You can walk away if you want to.
Hold on. Are you gonna post this? Are you gonna post this video? Oh yeah, I don't want my voice in there or anything. Are you gonna post this video? Because I don't consent to it. And if I see it on the internet, I will be taking it to the police. I just asked you on your view.
I don't want animals to be bred into existence via rape,
Okay.
to be abused and murdered. And that's happening at your expense.
I respect your opinion, just like you should respect the millions of other
I don't
people as
respect
well.
people slitting animals in the throat.
Okay, and I don't expect you wanting to kill a population of animals.
Are you against animal abuse?
I believe in biology, and I believe in the evolution of the
So you
planet.
support animal abuse and
No,
murder?
that's not what I
If you were
said.
in that position, what would you want that to be doing right now?
Those people would rather a concentration camp for animals
Yeah.
than humans. Come on.
If you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser.
How do they make these vegan plants, these vegan foods? How do they make them?
No one was murdered for them.
They contribute to the environment as well.
No one had their throat slit for that. When you eat animals and their secretions, you pay for them to be abused, raped and murdered.